The people, the headlines, the issues impacting you and your family. This Week in Cincinnati on 9 on Your Side.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to This Week in Cincinnati. I'm Tanya O'Rourke. Today we are looking back at many of the big stories 9 on Your Side covered for you in 2018. It's been a year of tragedy, tension, and occasionally triumph. First, tragedy. The shooting at the Fifth Third Center downtown September 6th. Omar Santa Perez went into the lobby about 9 a.m., opened fire, killing Richard Newcomer, Prudy Raj Kandepi, and Luis Felipe Calderon. 9 on Your Side brought you live coverage as that story developed that day. Whitney Austin and Brian Sarver survived the attack. Austin is vice president at Fifth Third. She was hit 12 times. In weeks after the attack, she talked about that moment and the impact it's had on her. Tom McKee reports.
My kids are everything to me. That was my motivation through all of it, so to always have them on my mind.
Whitney Austin sat calmly by her husband Waller Wednesday at their Louisville home. It was a sharp contrast to the chaos of September 6th as she arrived at the Fifth Third Center downtown.
Immediately as I pushed that door is when I was hit with the bullets. They were mainly all on the right side of my body.
The shots came from Omar Perez's gun. Austin was hit 12 times, fell, couldn't move.
I can't get out of this problem. There's no solution for this. I'm dying. What do I do next? Well, I did not want to die without saying goodbye to my family. And so I couldn't talk to my kids. They're at school.
Maybe she could reach her husband, Austin thought, but couldn't pick up her phone, let alone dial a number.
And when I moved is when he shot me again. And that's, honestly, I got really angry at that point. Are you kidding me? Why did you do that? Just play dead. Just play dead. That's your best chance right now for surviving this, is to play dead.
That's what she did as 4 Cincinnati police officers quickly moved in and exchanged shots with Perez, killing him.
I could see the fear in his eyes, which was scary, but again, also hopeful that I had a way out of this situation. And I kept talking to him, saying, I have a 5 and a 7-year-old. They need their mother. You save me.
Austin cried when she was reunited with her children and often sheds tears for the 3 people Perez killed.
When I cry, it's because I think about Louise and Prudy and Richard. That's why I cry, because their situation and their family situation is entirely different than mine. What do I have to be sad about? I survived.
Tom McKee, 9 on Your Side.
In the wake of the shooting, Austin started a foundation. It's called Whitney Strong, and it focuses on responsible gun ownership. Another big story in 2018 that will continue to develop in 2019, the arrests in the Pike County massacres. A total of 6 people now face charges in the murders of 8 members of the Rodin family. 4 of them, George Billy Wagner, his wife Angela Wagner, and their 2 sons, George Wagner IV and Edward Jake Wagner, face a long list of charges, including aggravated murder with a possible death penalty. 2 others, Rita Newcomb and Frederica Wagner, the mothers of Angela Wagner and Billy Wagner, respectively, are accused of trying to cover up the murders. The victims from the murders in 2016 are Christopher Rodin Sr., Dana Rodin, Hannah Gilley, Christopher Rodin Jr., Clarence, Frankie Rodin, Gary Rodin, Hannah Rodin, and Kenneth Rodin. Well, investigators haven't officially given a motive, but they do indicate that it likely focuses over a custody dispute over a child that Hannah Rodin had with Jake Wagner. Jake Wagner is also facing charges of unlawful sexual conduct with a minor for allegedly having sexual contact with Hannah when she was 15 and he was 20. And in another twist in the case, the Wagner family was accused of having plans to take revenge against those who were investigating them. 9 on Your Side's Tom McKee was in court when that was revealed.
The allegation of revenge came during the arraignment of Frederica Wagner and Rita Newcomb, both grandmothers not actually charged with the murders of the 8 members of the Rodin family, but still facing serious felony counts. 16 members of the Rodin family were in Pike County Common Pleas Court Thursday for the arraignments. Wagner pled not guilty and bond was set at $100,000 on charges of obstruction of justice and perjury. But it was what Assistant Ohio Attorney General Angela Canepa said occurred during a meeting of the Wagner family that stunned the court.
There were individuals that were named, but they were to take revenge against anyone who went against them, including but not limited to Special Agent Scheider, Sheriff Reeder and Attorney General Mike DeWine. There was also discussions of how they would try to make an escape.
Now, I don't know who this informant is and how many charges are getting dropped or how much they're getting paid, but anyone that knows Frederica would never buy that for a second.
Newcomer's plea was also not guilty. Her bond was set at $50,000. She's accused of perjury, obstruction of justice, and forgery.
We're alleging that the items forged would have been a custody agreement. That is the epicenter of this case.
He's not charged with any violent crime of any nature at all. These are all paper-type crimes.
Roden family members declined to comment as they left the courtroom. Still to be arraigned are the 4 members of the Wagner family actually charged with those murders. Tom McKee, 9 on your side at the Pike County Courthouse in Waverly.
The Pike County prosecutor says it could take years to try all these cases. Capital murder cases are costly and they're complex. Hamilton County Prosecutor Joe Dieters has offered to help the Pike County prosecutor. 9 on your side will stay on top of this for you as it develops in 2019. Another story that we will watch closely for you in the coming months is the aftermath of the death of 16-year-old Kyle Plush. The Seven Hills student died April 10th after becoming trapped in his minivan. He called 911 twice for help, but officers never found him in the parking lot across from his school. Multiple investigations found problems with Cincinnati's 911 system and the police response. Well, since then, there have been big changes in the city's 911 system. The Plush family has pushed aggressively for those improvements and told the city it will settle for nothing less than a state-of-the-art system, new leadership in place, more operators hired, and technology being updated. Last month, Hamilton County prosecutor announced no charges would be filed in this case. When This Week in Cincinnati returns, a year of turmoil in the city.
The people, the headlines, the issues impacting you, all on This Week in Cincinnati on 9 on your side.